Hi, this is Brandon from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the offset kettlebell front foot elevated split squat. This is a great single leg option that you have available for your athletes and clients that's got a couple different components to it. So we've got an offset load, which is going to tax the abdominals a little bit more and the upper back recruitment. We've also got the front foot elevated, which is going to increase range of motion. So if you have an athlete that moves pretty well, you want to increase time retention, make sure you're trying to put a little bit more size, hypertrophy on them. That added time under tension and range of motion can be very beneficial. Or if somebody needs to slowly work on their hip flexor mobility and you're trying to improve that slowly over time, this is one way that you can help monitor to do that by increasing that deficit while the hip flexor lengthens. Plus, it's a single leg movement, so it's everybody's fan favorite, or they hate it, depending upon who you are. We use this option for many of our clients that need that upper back expansion. They're really extended. We need to try to teach them a little bit of upper back flexions, okay? However, we also have that offset low, which got all the great abdominal and breathing components to it. So there's a lot of really great things to this exercise. So I'm gonna have my left leg do the work, and I'm gonna kind of go back and forth on sides so you can kind of see it from both sides. But I'm gonna take the kettlebell, and we're gonna briefly talk about the offset position in the front rack. So when we front rack that, we wanna make sure that the kettlebell is up on our shoulders. We're grabbing the horn of the kettlebell, and then I always try to tell our athletes and our clients that you're gonna punch yourself in the face. If you can't punch yourself in the face, your hand position's in the wrong spot. So you wanna be able to punch yourself in the face. That's gonna let that kettlebell go through as you go through the handle and grab the horn. The side that we have loaded here, for this demonstration purposes, you can make an argument for how you're gonna load it. I'll talk about that at the end. But for us, unless if we specify otherwise, if the dumbbell is here on my right side, that's gonna be my back leg, okay? My front leg is then gonna be the front foot elevated, so I got it elevated on a bumper plate here. I'm back up on my toe. I'm in my regular split squat position, okay? I'm gonna be heavy on my heel on this leg. I make sure I've got my torso good and loaded. Everything's here. My left leg's been doing a lot of work with this offset load, abdominals brace. I'm gonna go down, tap, stand strong. Tap, stand strong. So notice that the kettlebell is in a good position, my back's in a good position, I'm not overextended. It's helping make sure my abdominals stay engaged. Got a nice good big round back for breathing. You breathe in on the way down, out on the way back up, and then you just switch sides. So, to give you what that looks like on the other side here, through, I'm gonna punch myself, right foot's elevated, left foot's back, good strong, down, press, down, press. So, with this, your programming options are kind of unlimited. We usually use 3 to 4 sets, 6 to 10 reps a side, switch it up. When it comes to the loading parameters, you can make a case for which side you want to load. If somebody seems to be presenting where they are on their right side more than their left, then you'd load their right side to make them have to use their left more, or vice versa. If they're on their left side a lot, you load the left side, to get them to shift to the right to use that right side more, and then you can just switch your legs and keep the same rack position. Both of that is completely fine. That's where your assessment process and your need for your athlete kind of comes into mind. But we generally, on the average client, we just switch it with the back leg. And if we need to work on some of that stuff, we work on that independent basis, case-by-case basis for each client and athlete. So this is a pretty challenging split squat variation. The added range of motion, the abdominals, and everything going on is definitely a little challenging. So I wouldn't just throw somebody into this from day one. I'd make them just use your regular split squat and kind of go through your progressions and get them there. But from an athletic standpoint, I think our athletes hate this more than anything. They understand how the back recruitment, the abdominals, and all the single leg stuff, all the stuff they hate to do is intertwine into one good quality exercise. It's a good bang for your buck on your in-season options for your athletes. So if you've got any questions about the split squat variation, leave in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.